school has that one kid who is super talented at something random. At this one school, his name was Marcus, and he was amazing at flipping water bottles, but not the normal way. He was able to flip these water bottles and have them land on their cap on crazy surfaces, like the edge of a chalkboard. Watch this. Nice. He made it look so effortless that this one kid in his class wanted to try it for himself. It was study hall, very quiet, and he's sitting there. He's got a half-empty Gatorade bottle, and he's thinking to himself, this is my chance. I'm gonna flip this bottle, land it on its cap on the teacher's desk. You see, Marcus was in this study hall as well. Oh, this kid went for it, gave it a flip. Marcus is gonna be so impressed. Here we go. It was like slow motion. Flip, flip, flip. But suddenly, the cap fell off. He didn't tighten it enough, and this Gatorade just spills all over the teacher's desk. What the heck is your problem? He panicked. Marcus did it, Marcus said. But no, I didn't, bro. The teacher said, yeah, I don't believe that. Marcus is a god at flipping bottles. The teacher knew how good Marcus was. He didn't believe this kid for a second. I'll take myself to the office. Yeah, that's a good idea. Tough break. Why do lifeguards care more about a frickin' sandwich than somebody drowning? This guy went to a public pool, and he got yelled at before he was even in the water. He was standing a few feet away from the pool, eating a sandwich, when the lifeguard blew his whistle. Hey, no food near the pool! Go throw it away and wash your hands! Meanwhile, there's a literal diaper floating in the water, but this lifeguard doesn't care. The guy goes away, tosses the sandwich and washes his hands, comes back to the pool, and does a cannonball. Hey! No cannonballs! Too much splash! What? But here's the wildest part. He calls this guy up. Come here. And he starts lecturing him. You know, cannonballs cause a huge splash and waves that disrupt other swimmers. He's going on and on. But at the same time, there's literally somebody in the pool actively drowning. Hey, no, you listen to me. No, but there's... The lifeguard doesn't even glance over. Somebody's drowning. Shut up. Luckily, somebody else jumped in the water and saved this guy. But the lifeguard did nothing. Later that day, the same guy the lifeguard was yelling at was drinking a water bottle by the pool. And the lifeguard kicked him out because having unsealed water bottles was apparently against the rules. I don't know. That's just crazy. A $3,000 earring just sank to the bottom of a swimming pool. It was a July heat wave. The water at the public pool was cloudy. The deep end was super deep. Even the lifeguards were afraid. And at the bottom of the pool was now this girl's very expensive earring. Somebody help me, somebody help me. That's when everybody turned to this kid who was sitting in a chair playing with a ladybug. Do something. Do something, Bug. You see, they called this kid Gills because every day in the summer he would play in pool water, then he would drink it. Don't ask him, dude, he's super weird. Yeah, but bro, if somebody could do it, it's Gills. Gills never used goggles. He said he could sense his surroundings through his fingertips. So they asked him, hey Gills, yeah, bro, we need your help, man. That girl lost a $3,000 earring. It's at the bottom of the deep end. And Gills did not hesitate. I'm on it. He dives right in. 1 minute passed, then 2. The snack bar worker paused the music. The crowd went dead silent. Everyone was waiting for Gills' lifeless body to float to the surface, when suddenly a hand comes right out of the water, holding the earring. Oh my god! Here's your earring. I also found a hot dog down there. Free food. He ate the hot dog and sat back down with the ladybug. That day, the nickname Gills stopped being an insult. He was kind of a legend. And it all started because, when this kid was young, his parents told him, sweetie, your hamster got too big for its cage. We had to give him to a new home. Aww. He was like 8 years old and he believed it completely. He was devastated, but he eventually got over it. He just figured, well, Chester's out there somewhere. I hope he's happy. Fast forward a few years. Now, the kid's in middle school. One day, him and his older brother are arguing over something stupid. Yo, I finished my homework early to play the PlayStation. Mom said I could. I don't care, dude. I'm not getting off. I'm staying on this all night. You're a freaking jerk, dude. Yeah, well, you're a baby. It escalates. The kid then unplugs the PlayStation in the middle of a match, and his older brother freaks out. You know what? You really think Mom and Dad gave your hamster to a new home? What? Yeah. Follow me outside. What do you mean? Where are we going? So now he's confused. The older brother leads them both outside. The older brother grabs a little shovel, and he begins digging in the middle of the yard. You really thought, oh my god. What's going on? There it is. The older brother pulls out this little knit bag. He opens it, and inside was the dead hamster. See, look, it never went to a new home. The cat frickin' killed it, and Mom and Dad lied to you. For the rest of his middle school career and high school, that little brother was a menace to both his parents and his older brother. He said he never forgave them. Top 3 principles on a power trip. Number 1, this principal banned all backpacks because the hallways were messy and crowded. So now kids had to carry classes worth of stuff in their arms all day. Folders ripping open, papers on the floor. Meanwhile, this principal still walks around with her leather briefcase. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Became such an issue, parents kept calling the school asking why backpacks weren't allowed. After a few days, so many kids started asking the principal about her briefcase that the rule died. The next one, this principal was tired of students being late to first period, so he forced every single teacher to lock every single classroom door the second the bell rings. And if you don't do it, there's gonna be problems. Didn't matter if it was raining outside or if your bus was late. If you weren't there before the bell, you weren't getting into class, and you had to go to the office. One morning, a school board member showed up for a surprise visit, and when she walked through the hallways, she saw tons of students banging on their classroom doors trying to get in. What is going on here? Number 1, there was a principal who decided students were too loud during lunch, so he made the cafeteria completely silent, and detentions were handed out to anyone that spoke even one word. Milk? Detention! Hundreds of kids eating in total silence. It was completely insane, until one day this kid brought a whoopee cushion. He thought it would be funny to prank his friend during silent lunch, so his friend sits down. It was a slow, loud whoopee cushion fart. Everyone was silent for a few seconds after that. Then they just burst out laughing. Even the principal. Okay, we can talk again. I guess all it took was some light-hearted fart joke to turn the mean old man into a softie again. The locker room at this one school was built on a limestone creek, but nobody cared about the foundation. One day, this kid named Mike was running late to gym class, and he was the only one in the locker room because everybody else was in the gym. He was sitting on a bench, tying his shoe. What is that noise? He hears a strange noise coming from the floor, so he stood up, and he felt the ground kind of dip. He realized the floor definitely didn't look right. So when he goes to the gym, he tells the PE teacher, "Coach, I think the floor in the locker room is moving and it made a loud noise." But the coach did not care. "Oh, you scared of the floorboards now, Mike? The floor isn't moving, you're going crazy." Now everyone's laughing at him. You know what, actually? Get down and give me 20 push-ups right now. So now, middle of the gym, everyone's standing around Mike as he's doing push-ups. Mike's afraid of the floor, isn't that right, coach? Shut up, Billy. At the end of the push-ups, Mike stands up. The coach gives one last word. "So from now on, stop being so frickin' soft and get to gym on time." But right as he said that, a loud crash was heard throughout the entire school. They go to the locker room. "Oh, look, coach." The floor had collapsed. There was a 5-foot wide hole, and the lockers had fallen in it. It was a frickin' sinkhole. Mike was right. "I think Mike was right, coach." "You got something to say to me, coach?" Yeah. "Everyone evacuate the locker room." And he never apologized to Mike. But it all started because every kid has a moving out phase. On this day, this kid's mom was yelling at him, telling him to clean his room, eat his broccoli, normal stuff. But he got fed up. "Fine, if my room is so messy, I'm moving out." And he expected his mom to cry and be like, "No, don't move out, I'm so sorry." The mom just said, "Okay, the suitcase is in the attic." Suddenly, she called his bluff. "Okay, I'm gonna go get it." He knows she called his bluff, but he wants to see how far he can take it, so he starts packing. Then suddenly, the mom is helping him pack. "Oh, don't forget your toothbrush, honey. I'll even drive you to the end of the street if you want. I'll pack you a sandwich too, so you don't starve tonight." "No, it's fine, I'll walk." Now 5 minutes later, this kid's standing at the edge of the driveway with his suitcase full of random stuff his mom helped him pack. His mom locked the front door, closed the garage. Kid begins to walk away, hoping that they're watching him, hoping they'll beg for him to come back. But they don't. So he turns around, knocks on the door. "Oh, hi, sweetie. Did you forget something?" "I don't want to move out, Mom. I'll clean my room." The room gets cleaned in record time. Has this ever happened to any of you guys? This was a biohazard. Most people keep leftovers in their fridge, but for his 10th grade biology class, Toby was keeping a literal biological weapon in there. there. He gave everybody a fair warning. You see, Toby was culturing a very specific strain of blue mold for an A+. He labeled the jar, "Biohazard, do not open." He even sat down with his family and gave a kitchen protocol speech. The rules were simple. If it's blue and in a jar, do not open. Tuesday morning, 6 a.m., Toby's dad was half asleep and he was starving. He sees the blue stuff in the jar and he thinks to himself, "Wow, Toby's really committed to the nobody touch my jelly prank. Well, I'm hungry." And he begins spreading this blue fuzz jelly onto a piece of bread. "Nice try, kid. This jelly actually looks pretty good." Well, Toby walks into the kitchen 10 minutes later and he sees his dad eating the science sandwich while watching the news. "Dad, that's not jelly, that's for science class." "What? You are literally eating a revived fungal colony from the 1920s. And his dad's face just dropped. Shortly after that moment, his dad got very sick. But Toby used it to his advantage. He monitored his dad's symptoms and his dad's behavior at the hospital. He turned in his project and he got an A+. And he got extra points for the human interaction results. And that's why they say one man's breakfast is another man's biology final. This kid's taking a math test one day when something falls out of her pencil case. The teacher sees the piece of paper on the ground. "Oh, Stacy, I saw that. Pick up that paper and go to the office. No cheating in my class." "No, I wasn't cheating. No, go to the office." "No, seriously, I wasn't cheating. Just read it." "Take the note and go to the office now." Jeez, lady's going a little crazy, huh? But this girl then goes to the office. So now she's walking through the hallways, carrying her backpack while the teacher follows behind her. She grabbed a different faculty member to watch the class while she left. They get to the principal's office. "Stacy, sit down. What's going on here?" I caught her with a cheat sheet. Cheating during our test." "Go ahead." Hand him the piece of paper. The teacher looks at Stacy. Stacy looks at the principal. The principal looks at Stacy. "Here, go ahead. Read the note." The principal takes the paper and reads it out loud. "Eggs, bacon, window cleaner, popcorn, Cheez-Its. This is a dang grocery list." "Yeah, I know. I'm going to the store after school for my mom. I wasn't cheating. You crazy teacher." "Mrs. Johnson, are you serious right now?" I could have. Is there somebody watching your class right now?" "Yes, Mrs. Carroll is." "Good. Stacy, go back to class. We're having a chat." That's karma. This kid tried to outsmart the dress code. He was in 7th grade and his school had one of those weird rules. Your bangs couldn't go past your eyebrows. That was the line, just the eyebrows. So one day a teacher pulls him aside. "Hey, come here." "Yeah?" "Get a haircut by tomorrow or there will be consequences." Usually a kid would then have their parents trim their hair. But not this guy. He went home angry. "I'm going home and I'm angry." And he starts thinking like a lawyer. Hair can't go past your eyebrows. Then it hits him. If I don't have eyebrows, then there's nothing for the hair to go past. He felt like a genius. So that night, he took a razor and he shaved his eyebrows clean off. Shows up to school the next morning proud. The same teacher sees him. "What did I tell you about your hair? Come here." "Well, miss, I'm actually fine now. Not breaking any rules because I don't have eyebrows anymore." She was not impressed, and he still got into trouble and still had to trim his hair. But hey, nice try.